wait a couple of minutes until everybody sign in. With your permission, of course. You are here on time.
No issue. No issue.
He better don't make. You know what? Make him. Do you have duct tape? I need duct tape. Are you gonna ask so many questions now?
If you give me money, I'll be quiet.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather give it to you. Do I need to use a mic?
No, but what I do need you to stand further that way because otherwise I don't capture you at all.
Well, I'll move the mic and the other side. That's not a problem.
You want to turn it around?
Well, it's flexible, so I move it to the other side.
No, I mean just all the way over.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay, after. Our address changed, but it'll be other.
I would appreciate and if you have. I don't want to offend anybody, but please, if you have a handwriting that is like a doctor or a NASA scientist, please give me one of your business cards because the worst part that I want is to send an email. I don't read doctor's notes and then you don't receive any addendums, any RFIs or anything during the bidding process. You know?
We'll get you one while they're signing.
Thank you.
We got a doctor in the house.
Well, I said doctors no because you can hardly read what they. So, and I just want to make sure that if one of you
Guys,
asks
I
a
need you to
question, I
hold
have
on
to
one second,
distribute the
because
same
you're being
question for
taped.
everybody. And if I don't have the email right, Thank you. First, I want to thank each and every one of you for attending to our mandatory pre-bid meeting for the bid 2302, I believe it is, right? I forgot all the names.
2303.
2302 was the roof. 2303. My name is Miguel Nunez. I am the chief building official for the town of Pembroke Park. In addition, like 27 more hats that I use in here. I have multiple hats. I am your contact for this particular bidding process, where we're gonna be doing the new building department. Whoops. I know some of you love the building department more than others. So just to let you know that that's what it is. As a matter of cleaning information, after we have this conversation, we're gonna be going to the third floor. That's where the scope of the work is gonna be. We're gonna be touching the entire third floor during our bidding process. As you can see, the plans and everything that it was performed by Steven Brasgala, our architect. And during that part of that floor, just to let you know, make sure that you have your pens, because right now we're hosting in half of the building the police department. The police department, once we enter to that area, each and every one of you has to sign again. There is a signing sheet available for all of you right now. They are technically, they know that we're gonna be there, that we're gonna be your proctor, if you want to call it that way, going through the whole process. You're gonna be looking at some of the operations of the police. Whatever you see there is confidential. You cannot talk, discuss, or take photos for anything that is there. Now, I know you want to take photos. I know I wanted to see the money evidence. But no, you cannot have that. That being said, everything is going to be open for you for your observation, if you want to call it that way. I don't want to say inspection, but observation. So that way, if you have any questions, we'll be more than glad to answer. The idea is to have two phases. One, the building department, and second, the new emergency operations center, and potentially the new dais or the new commission chambers on the third floor. The reason is because, as some of you know, or you have seen in there, we are already building the new police department downstairs, and all this will become part of the police department. It's already a contract, it's under construction, and just to let you know, that's how it is. Now, this is a lump sum project, just to let you know. No, I never say the budget. I do have the money, though. The last time I said the budget, when I was doing a CIP, I told the guys $1 million, and he sent me, I bid for $999,999.99. Huh? I know that, right? Did it right. And I said, it's a lump sum. That's why it's a competitive bid. As you know, by local government, we need to issue to the lowest bidder. And since it's an open lump sum, be aware. Yes, there will be some change orders. I already have 2 of them in my mind, but I will not tell you because I want everybody to go into the same level playing field, basically. Your point of contact will be myself and my administrative assistant, Lucy Manzero. She's also the building manager. Every permit, yes, you need permits. Just to let you know, like any other place, doesn't matter, you're gonna need permits. The only difference is that you do not have to pay any fees. All fees are going to be paid by the town of Pembroke Park. That means any permit fees, any impact fees will be paid by the town of Pembroke Park. Now, there will be certain fees that you may have to incur. For example, if you go to the asbestos certificate on Broward County, we already have an asbestos survey performed. for the entire uh, town. Might be some issues, might not be some issues, but whatever happens in there, assuming that they say, Mr. Contractor, you gonna pay $300. That's your fee. All I'm requiring is very simple. Please pay the fee and we will reimburse you. Should not cost you one penny. All the sub permits as well. You can put on your bid all permits to be paid by the town of Pembroke Park. No, don't include any permits or anything like that. Everything will gonna be, uh, sorry, town of Pembroke Park. However, like I said, if there's something that we're not thinking right now, I'm using one for example because if it's a town of Pembroke Park, we will not issue anything to you. But let's assume you need something from Broward County, and they charge you $100, $200, $300, or whatever. Just let me know. Put it on the requisition for additional fees. I'll sign it, and it will reimburse you. Simple as that. No big deal. You know. But you don't have to put it. If you want to clarify, you can do it in there. No big deal. But that is what we're doing. In regards to the the project, we already have all the funds in hand. That means you will immediately after submitting a bid. When I said immediately, doesn't mean that you give me a bid requisition for payment and I'll give you a check today. No, 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 no. That doesn't work that way. You know that. I'm, I'm not gonna insult your intelligence. But once you give me that, within 15 days you have your payment. We're not waiting 30 days or anything like that because obviously I'm the one approving where you are. Don't try to pull a fast one on me and go too far if you are the selected candidate because I am very, 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 very protective of the town funds. That's my job. That's how it is. Now, I believe that obviously you need to have a certificate of insurances that's implied on all the processes and everything. And what we're going to be doing is you will have a reserve area for your equipment, parking for employees, parking for your subcontractors, anything you need to do. By the time you finish, or by the time you start, I'm sorry, that you mobilize, by that time I expect to have my roof redone. Some of you came last week for the roof. By that time, I will have my roof redone. So that means any location where the roofers are already finished, that's the location where you're gonna be. So if some of you came here last week, and and I told you where it is, I'm gonna show you again where it is, the setup. So don't think, oh, everybody's gonna be juggling in the same place. No, because that's the reason why it's done one step at a time. Because obviously we have a functioning police department, a functioning everything, and there's limited location, but you're gonna have your own space. That's gonna be cone, protected, and done. Just to let you know, hours of work. Hours of work to the third floor is open. That means you can work at your hours. If you need to work at nights, you can work at nights. If you need to work during the day, you can work during the day. All I need to tell is the police department because remember what I mentioned earlier, it's gonna be on faces. Assuming that it is this table is the whole floor. Half is gonna be done the building department, the other half is gonna be the police department. Once you finish finish the building department, while you working in other stuff, you're never gonna stop work. By the way, we're gonna move to the third floor. We can move in a couple of days. Police is gonna move down because by that time, police department will be done or this will be completed. So it will be, let's say, a week process because we will coordinate it so everything is a week process. During that week, you can start working in some other locations. You see my point? So that will be the only lag time that you may have on your schedule. But once that's done, you continue working on the other side. One thing that you don't have on the plans. Well, no, that's part of my change order. I'm not gonna tell you until I don't want it to ruin it. I want to keep it simple. Um, on the basically, if you have any questions on the finishes and everything, I'll be more than glad to answer. But I wanted to keep everything as per plans right now. And what it is very very straightforward. We're not talking about rebuilding the building. I wish to demolish the building and build a new one, but I don't have the money nor I have the time to do that. And the government and the town of Pembroke Park cannot stop. So that's the reason why. Now I'm gonna open the floor for questions. Yes, sir. You're gonna see that right now, because right now we're gonna go to the third floor. Y- Oh, you're gonna see that very well. It's very well defined. Very well defined. Yes, sir. The lowest the we discussed that the project duration. I wish to have it in 3 weeks done. 3 weeks duration. I wanted to have you the weeks duration. That job cannot last more than 4 months. 4 months is too much because I need to work with the operation that we have. So we should be done by June. Yes, sir. Yeah. That could be at after hours. So I would recommend after hours because this is a functional building. People is gonna be working in here, and for their own sanity, if you want to call it that way, that heavy construction, I call it heavy construction because of the noise. I will appreciate if you do it after hours during the weekends or at any specific time. Why? But the building is gonna be open for you. The only person that are gonna be here with you, guess who it is? Police department and any escort that you need at any location. One thing that I forgot to mention: inspections. Yes, you need to call all your inspections. The advantage is that you don't need to call inspections like you normally do. I call it today for tomorrow. No, if you can, it will appreciate it. That allows us to organize those inspections. But guess where the building department is in regards to your job? The first floor. You walk to the first floor and says, "I need an inspector now, or an inspector today by the end of the day." And we will have an inspector ready for you if you tell me in the morning, in the afternoon. So the idea is that you do not stop at any time. Unless it's something major that, we can discuss it. That's not a problem. It just matters that you do not stop. You're going to continue non-stop. That's why it's faster than any other project. Um, yes, sir. Yeah. We're going to go through. It's basically the same ceiling that you have here. Same thing. Just to give you an idea, thank you for that question. This is a concrete building with precast concrete floor. Some of you that came last week knows exactly what the type of construction. First floor, second floor, third floor. And if you look at the peak into the other area on the other side, you're gonna see exactly what you see there. It's exactly what you're gonna see on the third floor. There's no difference. Just to let you know, as a rule of information, this used to be some time of a hospital one time, and a roof was a helipad. That tells you how strong the building is. Remember the gentleman that was here last week? And that's where we are preparing everything. So just to let you know. But yes, you have the opportunity. We'll go into that. And any question that you have, I will appreciate that you speak loud for all the benefit for the other persons here. I will answer it the best I know. Now, after today, any question that you send to me, request for information or any type of thing, don't be offended if I don't only send it to you. I'm gonna send it to everybody, including the White House. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but they, you know, just to let you know. Now, any other questions so far? Yes, ma'am.
I didn't see a finish schedule in the plan. So I know you said to go by.
I'm gonna show you the finishes that you're gonna be using. Because for the most part, I believe Mr. Braxgala put it as to be determined by the owner. But I'm gonna show you exactly. We're gonna go through the current building department, and you're gonna be using similar or same materials that you have there. If you request it as an RFI, I will send it to everything that we have for the building department without any problem. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? For what? No. But technically, you won't have that a specific manufacturer except for the toilets and so on like that. Remember, quality, but we're not that. We don't want to build. We don't have a 50,000 toilet seat. You know, we don't work that way. I will give you first a tour so you can see more or less of what the building department is. It's right next to us. It's a very, very small place. You'll be able to take what the emergency lights are, what our ceiling tiles are. If you want to have a copy, there is 2 tiles down there on the desk because it's the same tile that you have in this corridor. It's the same thing. Just to let you know. Flooring. I believe our floor is ceramic and carpet. There is if I'm gonna be using is carpet tile. If I don't remember correctly, but the tile I'll tell you the type of tiles, and when we walk outside, I'm gonna give you a sample. Can you ask Juan, Lucy, if he can give me a sample of the tile that we have for the building department? They are in that shack over there. He knew. He never brought it to me. He knew about it. Yes, sir. That's fine. And I'm gonna show you the tile. I'm gonna give you a sample so you can take photos and do whatever. I cannot give a sample to each one of you, but at least you're gonna have it. You're gonna see what it is because I have some on the outside. Any questions? I believe you're gonna have a couple, especially cabinets and several others. Uh, one of the advantages I would suggest that's gonna be part of your schedule. If you need any deposit or anything for those only items, let me know. And when you have your first request for payment, then you put it in there, and then we will take care of that. You can work at any time that you want. I will suggest or I respect that you be considerate to other people here. Because I know you're gonna be working immediately above Miss Martell. And the worst thing that you want is Miss Martell be mad at Miss Susie to be mad at you. Your payment is gonna be delayed. I'm telling you, your payment is gonna be delayed not because of me. Because you're gonna say, oops, I made a signature here. Oh, you didn't put a dot in here. You didn't put a comma in your number. They work all the time. Uh-oh. You're in big trouble now.
And we have commission meetings that I attend various of them. So my hours are hard.
Can I suggest you?
I'll work from home. You just tell me when you're gonna be up.
Can I suggest something? In your bid, include two earmuffs in here and put.
We're all on diets here, so please flowers.
So basically, that's the. Just be considerate. We will work because we understand that we have a lot of work on the building. We understand in construction. We know construction. It's not that it's foreign to us, but we just need to make sure that you know, if you can work with us, I will appreciate it.
Can I say something?
You can work weekends.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, on the second floor, we'll work with all of you, so don't worry about it. But if you do know that you're gonna be doing some heavy drilling or something that's gonna cause a lot of noise, then let us know, and then we'll make arrangements on the second floor to move to another part of the second floor or whatever. And we do understand that at some point you're gonna have to probably make some.
Yeah, it's communication is paramount. Basically, what it is. Let's be good neighbors, right? That's basically what it is. For example, one of the example is today, they needed to cut some power. We advise the second floor. Some of the offices might be without power. It's gonna be for the duration of 1 hour, more or less. They was informed. They did whatever they need to do.
We all
Power
stayed home. Nobody came to work.
power was cut and then it was restored. No, nobody even felt it, basically, because it was communicated to everybody, and that's what's important. Yes, sir.
Work area, is the duct work connected to this duct work down here,
No,
or is it separate?
it's separate.
I don't want them to have them breathing in.
No, it's separate. Every floor has its own unit, and even though we have a cooling tower outside, but that's just everybody's gonna be separate. So whatever does and everything, and we will replace the filter in a weekly basis or as needed. So if you happens to see, just this is just communication. If you're the selected bidder and you happen to see that because of the operations that you had this week or the last 2 days, your filters are clogged or they are too bad, just make a phone call, Miguel. You know what? I will suggest to clean the filters. No problem. We'll send somebody within a couple of minutes. We have maintenance in the building, and they will take care of business for you.
So you don't want, if we get the bid, you don't want us to cover the return.
No, we will take care of that.
But it's still a place, so you know.
Oh no, no, you're gonna have to protect your area, but especially because police is gonna be there, and that's why we need to protect the area. Once we as a building department be there, then you need to still protect it because you're gonna, you have people and you have customers coming into our building. That's basically what it is. Similar to what they're doing down there. Yeah. Any other question? No? Yes? Don't forget the flowers. Okay, what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna be walking towards to show you a little bit of the building department, the finishes, basically what it is, what we're looking into that, what we'll be looking into the tiles. You have a couple of tiles down on the desk at the entrance. You know exactly which one they are because you're gonna have the specs, and okay. When Juan, my superintendent, comes here, he's gonna bring all the tiles. So that time I'll give you the tile. You're gonna see the tile installed, but you're gonna have the specs in there. Yeah, it should be there. If you're gonna put it in Facebook, you have to let me, but I can do this. No, the building department is fine. Police not. Police not. And if you need to take a photo, please let me know, because there will be areas that you can, areas that you cannot. Okay. That will be plenty of time for us to do what. Huh? Keep talking for 20 more minutes? That's the police mayor or the mayor of the town? Police, okay. Because I always, you know, one thing is I still highlighting in Spanish. I'm sorry, but that tells you that I confuse mayor and mayor. So major and mayor all the time. So I'm talking about the major of police and the mayor of the town. So it's how it is. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's go outside for the staging area for you, and then we come back into the building because we need to go in the elevator all the way to the third floor. Okay, let's go outside. Thank you.